Hey y'all, Tuesday, July 5th, day after July 4th. Um, I guess this is a pretty long anticipated a video. Um, so, as y'all know, uh, I'm in I'm in San Jose now. Um, it's been weird. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, the first night, the first night I got here, I I mean, one, I was exhausted from the 16-hour drive. And two, I kind of broke down. I kind of broke down emotionally and mentally. Um, it all just kind of hit me. You know, I don't have, I didn't have a, I don't have a support group here. Um, Family, friends, long, 800 miles away from here. And plus, the place I was staying at, and which I'm still at, was looked sketchy, to be completely honest. But it's been what? It's been 2 days since I got here, and the owner is actually. I'm guessing he bought the house for really cheap because it wasn't in the best condition. And then eventually, I mean, today, I mean, it looks way better. I mean, the lawn is cleaned up. It actually looks like a home now. So I'm a little more reassured there. So I mean, I'm still excited to actually find an apartment. Two, the day after, or yesterday actually, a friend reached out to me from college, from Central. She's a flight attendant, and she had a long layover in San Francisco. And she reached out and she said, "Hey, I heard you're in San Jose. Do you want to spend the fourth in San Francisco?" And since my schedule is pretty much wide open, I I happily I happily accepted her invitation. So I drove to San Fran, which is not too far. It's about an hour away. Um, and one, I mean, on a side note, I had a park in San Fran, and that was a nightmare. I just kind of had to come to terms that I'd be dropping $30 for parking. Uh, and then, but it was a blast, man. I got to meet some of her flight attendant crew. I got to see her. I haven't seen her in like, I want to say 2 years, maybe a year and a half or so. Um, she was a really good friend of mine. She actually, her name is Shannon. I don't know if y'all know, but she was one of my. There was in Ellensburg there was the friend group. There's this friend group that like you all, that was, and then there's the other friend group that I had that I considered up there with good friends, and she was probably one of she's in the list of really good friends that I made in college. Um, I mean, of course, including you guys. But it was really refreshing to see her. And then, we hit the waters, the pier. We had something to eat. We drank a lot. I drank a lot. I ended up staying at their hotel. So yeah, I mean that was really nice to have, especially the timing of it. Um, since this transition has been a little rough for me. Just because I've come to realize, you don't really realize what you have, or what I had in Washington, how good it was until it was gone. Like, living with Jack. Um, rent was cheap. Places were nice, neighborhoods were safe. Uh, I had I had family 40 minutes away. I had you guys just 20 minutes away. We can hang out. And, I never. I'm definitely learning to never take anything for granted because I really was privileged up in Washington. You know. The next thing, man, is I'm pretty excited to start work next Monday. Just because without work, I'm just kind of wasting time, and two, I can't really afford to take a vacation and like sightsee. Like I spent a lot of money July 4th in San Fran, and I really gotta. That's the extent of like how much I gotta pay for an apartment. A deposit coming up. Or the next thing, the big thing is, so after my mental breakdown, I had reached out to some of the faculty and staff of the upcoming school year for Summit Public Schools, where I'm employed, and I was able to connect with a woman named Debbie that was as much in a rush to find a place as I am. And so actually today I got to meet with her, and we are coordinating a plan to check out places tomorrow, and that way we can split rent. And I'm telling you, the average rent here is ridiculous. It is. That goes without being said, because it's obvious, Silicon Valley, but man, a studio. If I were to do a studio, the average studio that I would look into, the rent was about a little. I would say about 2,000 would be the average. Anything lower than that would be kind of steal, honestly. At least 2,000 for the caliber of living that I had when living with Jack. So that just, it's this bubble is big down here, and hopefully it pops. Hopefully it doesn't. If it pops, then I can find places cheaper. But what you read in the papers is real. This is the reality right here. So yeah, honestly, I think it's been like 2 days here, but I think honestly after this tutor course thing, I might want to relocate back to Washington, because it's just not livable. It's barely feasible for me, and I thought this was a good job opportunity with decent pay. It's suffocating. I get exhausted just thinking about it. So yeah, man. That's really it, man. I would show y'all the place, but it's not worth it. Yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on with me. So this one's kind of long, but I feel like I have a lot to say. So yeah, that's my update. I appreciate, again, Ben, I called you that night. Thanks for listening, man. I really needed that. Jack, he's not on this feed, but he gave me a text. He reached out. Tyson reached out that night too. I'm guessing. I'm guessing, Ben, you sent a distress signal. So either way, man. Like, I really appreciate it, man, because that was really rough. So I am really appreciative of this video thing that we do now, just because it gives me a lot of peace of mind to know that somebody's listening, you know. Anyway, that's it. I'll see y'all next week. Tuesday. Next Tuesday is going to be my second day of training, so more news, man. I'll catch y'all later. Love y'all. Peace.